You have failed me for the last time.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is 3.75 day and I have a real treat. We're going to go way back in time to 1998 and unbox this beautiful 3D diorama of the cantina at Mos Eisley. I'm really fond of the Power of the Force line number 2 because when I was that age, I was at college and I remember I graduated in the late 90s and it was just before the Phantom Menace episode 1 was released and everyone was kind of super pumped and well, just hysterical basically. And the figures were getting really cool because you now had Kenner was kind of a thing of the past, and not only were the kids demanding Star Wars action figures, but the adults were like, yeah, we just want to continue collecting them over and over again. So they kept going. And the Power of the Force, they had such a massive selection of toys. I mean, the vehicles and the play sets and the creature packs and the cinema packs. It was really a great time to collect Star Wars again. I've also got this one too. I'm not going to open this one. I'm not ready yet. The 3D Jabba's Palace with Han Solo in carbonite. And actually, you know what? I think Han Solo's face is much better in this one. I've got a very large collection of the Power of the Force. All of the figures are in like pretty much mint condition, and they are mint on card. And I'm starting to open some of them. And so what I'm going to do is today we're going to open this up and get it on display, and then I will make future videos where I kind of like open up other packs. Could be Hammerhead, could be Greedo, could be Cabe and Muftak, and then we'll just start adding figures to the display and build it up. So obviously these days we've come a long way since 1998. Nowadays the dioramas are mostly made of good quality plastic. We even have 3D printing technology, and there are very professional diorama guys out there who can just make like anything out of styrofoam and plaster. But okay, so bear in mind that this is Hasbro and it's kind of aimed still at a very young collector. The Power of the Force line too was very diverse and like way more characters than Kenner had given us previously. So we had these cool cinema packs where you could build up characters and put them into the diorama. Don't ask me to pronounce their names. I have no idea. Even now, 40 years later, I'm a Kenner boy. I can only say Hammerhead and Prune Face and Squid Face and Snaggletooth. All right, and here's another cinema pack called the Cantina Showdown. Obviously, everybody had Kenobi by this time, but we didn't have Ponda Baba, which he's Ponda Baba, but we didn't call him that, did we? In 1977, 1978, and this is Dr. Evazan. I would just refer to him as that ugly guy with the he's got half a nose, the one that picks a fight with Luke. But anyway, they look super cool, and the background is also card as well. It's like a very mini, it's not really a diorama, but again, it gives you a background for your figures, for your shelves, or if you want to take a picture. I think it looks super nice. So here's what I'm talking about with some of the more kind of obscure characters in the cantina scene. We've got Cabe and Muftak, and yeah, it was such a treat when Hasbro started releasing all of these weird and wonderful creatures from the cantina. So I will be opening these, but just not today. Okay, right, let's do it. Let's get this out of the box. It comes with a figure. It's a Sand Trooper with a white pauldron. So if I remember correctly, you had the normal Imperial Stormtrooper, you had the Sand Trooper that came with the dewback, which actually is really hard to find now, and it's super expensive. And then you had the regular pauldron with the orange color, and then this guy. And the only way you can get this guy is to buy the 3D diorama set. So just one more thing before I open up this box. On the back, it's talking about Mos Espa. So Mos Eisley is in the original trilogy. Mos Espa is in the Phantom Menace, and that's where we see Slave Anakin, and that story unravels where Qui-Gon Jinn, they land the spaceship, and then he comes into contact with Anakin and then decides to free him and then teach him the ways of the Force. So it's nice that they've got like some information on here as well, kind of talking about the upcoming episode 1 movie, The Phantom Menace, but at the same time not giving away too many spoilers. This thing is really wide. It's 25 inches wide. I don't even know, like, how is my camera going to fit this into the screen? All right, let's go ahead and cut this box open. I made the first incision, Doctor. Scalpel, scissors. Okay, here he comes. Wow. So it's weird, like, this is empty, this part here. You just get the trooper, and then the actual diorama, which is carded, comes in this lovely little, it looks like a vacuum pack, sealed vacuum pack. Back in 1998, there must have been a lot of customers who, upon opening this, like, crapped their pants, or like, oh my god, it's empty. Where is it? All right, he's free. Oh, that's attached to his back. Oh, that's pretty cool. You know what? This, I'm pretty sure this is not in the original trilogy. This is one of the CGI effects that Lucas added, wasn't it? And this kind of yeah, because you see that here. Look, it flies past him. Is that right? I mean, you can correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, please. All right, so this droid, like remote bot, whatever it is, it can come off of his shoulder. It just goes on the back here like that. That's really cool, isn't it? And the blaster's like the super big one, super long one. It's good. Everyone's crazy about these pauldrons. I just think they're really cool, aren't they? That's what really influenced the Clone Wars and the Clone Troopers, is like, you know, especially like Echo and the ARC Troopers, and having like all that kit on them. It looks really cool. I was just mucking around on my cell phone and I found out how to alter like the aspect ratio or whatever you call it. So now my arms look like they're really far away from my body, but actually they're not. The only way that I can possibly fit this into the camera, it's just so wide. Oh, it's like concertinaed. Oh no, it's like one of those pop-up books I used to get with a kid. I'd break them in 5 seconds. I don't trust myself with this. Alright, it's definitely a bit pongy, a bit stinky. You can definitely smell the age of the card. It's great. You know what I just realised is that not only is it the diorama, like the inside of the cantina, but also it's the back as well. Look at that. Isn't that great? You've got the back as well. So cool. Instructions. Nah, don't need that. Mom! Looky here on the back. Maybe you don't find this interesting, but I do. It says, paper engineered is a paper engineer, Roger Colberston, illustrated by David Macken, produced West Palm Beach, Florida, and then assembled in Thailand. Ooh, well, there you go. No, a lot of people know that. That did take quite some time. I'm going to be honest with you, I do not have nimble fingers and I'm completely useless at origami. I'm sorry, I mean paper engineering. This is the middle section where the bar is, and I suggest if you're going to leave it out, put some sticky tape on the underside and that'll just fix everything together and then it won't move. Right, zoom in, let's go in for a close-up. Basically what you do is you pull these back and you've got the table and 2 chairs. Han Solo, Greedo, their encounter. You've got, this goes off into another back room here. I don't know what that's for, KTV. And then you've got the stairs here, which is the entrance, I guess. You can use that as an entrance. So there's got 3 sections, that's one section. And then you move to the middle and you've got the bar, okay? And then on the right side, you have another set of, you know, table and chairs. And it goes off into another CD back room. I don't know what they're doing in there, probably playing poker, space poker. And this section here, which is a bit weird, is that the door? I'm not sure what that is. Oh, I see, that's where you put the band members and they perform. Ah. Okay, I finished putting everything together and I used some tack as a temporary solution. Later on I shall remove the tack and replace it with some tape so it's less visible. And this is gigantic. It's a lot bigger than it seems when you look on the box. Panoramic view. Okay, let's have a look. Aerial view. Let's go up here. The bar is incredible. The detail on the card. It's very reminiscent of the old Kenner playsets, because the Kenner playsets were originally made of card, and then it was card combined with plastic foundation. I like the old Kenner playsets. We are now standing inside the bar. Wooer, the grumpy bartender, would stand here and serve whatever's being distilled in. These are the IG-11 heads. Remember in A New Hope they had to take props from different scenes and repurpose them. That's good detail. This is the real fun part, because if I turn this base around you can see that the diorama is on both sides. This looks like the colour of Jabba's palace. Tatooine, obviously, sandy brown colour. I like this. Could almost be the Jawa sand crawler. But I'd probably set up a little marketplace here and some Jawas and some droids and have some aliens walking down the street. That is really cool. Okay, all I have to do now is get all of my cantina creatures together and I can recreate that classic 1977 scene. Well, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I've decided I want to use this guy here, because in The Mandalorian in Season 1, I think it's Episode 5, we do revisit the cantina in Mos Eisley, and this guy is now the bartender. By the way, what? How did you get in? And you're not even over 18, so like, just get out. Hey Gonky, it's your lucky day. Droids are allowed back in again. This guy's drunk. The new bartender, EV99. Used to be Jabba's torture droid. Okay, this will be pretty exciting. I'm going to build up the diorama every week and add a figure or two and add some more objects and some more bits and pieces as well to make it look a bit, you know, more realistic. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to put some of my own figures in here from The Power of the Force. So it's nice to have a hammerhead hanging around the bar, or let's say from The Power of the Jedi, Ketwall. That was a really unique figure. And I'm going to have it more of a kind of an up-to-date scene like The Mandalorian Season 1. So I want to put some of my TVC figures in there as well, Zutton. I can mix it up a bit, and of course it will be great if I can unbox this guy from Season 1, the original Mandalorian 3.75. That would be great. So this guy, I'm not going to use him because he's from the Imperial era, the Galactic Empire, and I want to do something that's more in line with the new Mandalorian, you know, the Disney Plus TV show, which is after Return of the Jedi. But I did say that, you know, this was the guy, the first one, the Sand Trooper, and he had the orange pauldron. So there's like 2 or 3 with different colors. The other one is the Dewback Sand Trooper. And then later on, Hasbro made some wonderful articulated Sand Troopers with lots of weathering, and you know, there's kind of like dust and dirt all over their armor. But I'm just not going to put these in there for now, so bye bye. Okay folks, that's it for today. Thank you so much for following my channel. Looks like some trouble is going to break out. Ezra, you're way too young to be ordering even blue milk. Right, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm on Facebook and Instagram, Return of the Nerd Star Wars. May the Force be with you.